We think that this is a win for public safety in New Zealand, and it shows that we, even though we have a firearms lobbyist as the Minister, she's been unsuccessful in achieving her goals.
Now, that to me is a bit of a problem. I would like to see that person also reports to the Police Minister.
Now, I want to ask, what do you think, what is your opinion on the qualification to hold a firearms licence? So I know when I was speaking with one of my neighbours at the Johnson Market, God, this is going back many years ago because this is before COVID. He's a migrant who's come to New Zealand. He's gone through the process of New Zealand residency to New Zealand citizenship. Mm-hmm. He believes that only people who've got permanent residency or citizenship should be allowed to hold a New Zealand firearms licence, vetted by, because he says if you're on a work visa or like was it March 15th? Mm-hmm. Okay, March 15th was an interesting one because technically he had temporary permanent residency because every Australian who comes into New Zealand is issued a permanent residency visa on arrival but expires at the point of leaving the country because of our deal with Australia. But like he said, that would be one that shouldn't exist. But he basically said anyone who is, if you were to hold a firearms license, he believes that you should have to have long-term commitment to the country. So you're not coming in and getting a firearms license and leaving. Like at the moment, you can come into New Zealand, get a driver's license, and leave, legally speaking. But he doesn't believe the same thing should happen for firearms licenses because, if you're being vetted by one country, in theory, you could be greenlit for a firearms license in a different country. And his concern was he doesn't want someone who may not pass a check in Australia, pass a check in New Zealand, and then say go to the UK and go, well, he has a New Zealand firearms license. We're part of Five Eyes. Let's trust that.
Yeah, no, and that point is very valid.